it's your girl V Jackson. I'm back with another freaking video. You dig? Okay, first of all, disclaimer. I may be talking a little low in this video because my baby is back there sleeping and I don't want to wake him up. Because he's been in a phase of like taking like little cat naps, and so yeah. But he's back there taking a nap. So I'm trying to hurry up and do this video before he wake up and is hungry. So anyway, as you guys can see by the title, I have a surprise for everyone. A big surprise. Drum roll, please. I'm engaged. Oh my gosh. I'm engaged. So that's what has been going on in my life lately, other than I have a child. But yes, so basically this video is going to be talking about how he proposed, how things are going now, what we plan on doing for the future and everything, you know, as far as we're playing and all that, how I feel about being engaged, you know, all that good stuff. So okay, so first, well, basically how he proposed, it was maybe like a couple of days after Valentine's Day, because he worked on Valentine's Day, so we didn't celebrate on the actual day. But when we did go to celebrate Valentine's Day, we went out to eat to Fleming's. It's this it's a steakhouse restaurant. And so we went there, and you know, I don't know, like I kind of feel like he was gonna do it, but at the same time I kind of feel like maybe I was just tripping, or maybe he was gonna be like, there was something else that was a surprise. And so like we got there and he was like, you know, this isn't the restaurant that I originally wanted us to go to, but I switched it last minute because of something that happened with the restaurant or something like that. Or they didn't have, he looked at the menu and it wasn't like options that he knew that I probably wouldn't like. And so that's what he was like, I switched it last minute, going to Fleming's, because he knew I had been there before. And so he was like saying like, I'm kind of upset because they don't do like the lettering on the plates. And so, you know, some restaurants, like if you have a special occasion, like somebody's birthday, anniversary, anything like that, like when they bring the dessert out, they can do the lettering on the plate, like, you know, happy anniversary or something like that. And so he wanted to do, will you marry me, with the lettering on the plate, but they didn't do it at that restaurant. And so I was like, well, maybe whoever you talk to on the phone, maybe they don't know, you know, maybe something has changed. I was like, so when we get there, just ask him and see. And so he was like, well, they said they don't do it or whatever. So I was like, well, when we get there, I'm gonna ask him and see it. And like being me, like I'm still like, it's still not really registering like that he's going to be like, he's trying to see if they can do that so he can ask me if I'll marry him. And so I'm like, I'm thinking maybe he's gonna put like, you know, happy Valentine's Day or something like that, like something cute. But okay, so we get to the restaurant and you know our waiter comes out, and so he's about to take our drink orders. And so before he takes the order, I asked him, I was like, do you guys do like writings on the plates and stuff, like when you bring out desserts and different things like that? He was like, well, no. He was like, we don't have the proper materials or whatever to do the lettering. He was like, we've tried before with what we had and it didn't really come out that good. So he was like, we just don't do it. And so I was like, okay, that's cool. And so we ordered our drinks. Excuse me. Okay, so we ordered our drinks, and then he was like, I have something to talk to you about. And I'm like, what? So like it's still kind of not registering. I'm just like, okay, like what do you want to talk about? Like I'm thinking maybe he wants to talk about something about her son or something with his family or something like that. And so then he starts like, you know, saying all these sweet things and everything, and I'm like, okay, I think I know where this is going. Because we've been together. At the time had been together like maybe like 2.5 years, and so like we talked about marriage and everything like that. So we've talked about it. It's a topic that has come up in our discussions, and you know, that was something that we knew that we wanted to do. We had a mutual agreement that, you know, in the future we're gonna plan on getting married, me and him. And so you know, he was talking everything, and I'm like, okay, I know this is about to go. And so I'm just sitting there smiling. For the people that know me, they know that like I'm not a very emotional person when it comes to like, you know, I won't say I'm not a very emotional person, but like when it comes to things like that, like, you know, some girls, they'll like when they're getting proposed to, they're gonna cry because, you know, it's so joyous and everything. You're like, oh my God, you're so excited. It's all these emotions going through, like, oh my goodness, everybody's around. And so I guess maybe since it was just me and him, I was just like really excited because I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And so I'm just sitting there like smiling and like, okay, you still asleep, but I'm just sitting there smiling and I'm like, okay. And so then he reaches in his pocket and I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. I'm about to be a freaking fiance, okay? Purr. And so then he reaches his pocket and pulls it out, opens up the box, and he's like, I want to know, will you marry me? And I was like, oh my God, really? I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. And so, you know, got the ring on my finger. But that's pretty much how it went. It wasn't really traditional. You know, usually the guy gets down on one knee, but you know, I don't know. He was really nervous, so he wasn't really thinking. And so, yep. And so that's pretty much the story about how I got engaged or whatever. And so now that we are engaged, we're just right now we are just saving and, you know, stuff like that, because we are both in school right now. He's in school for process technology. I'm in school for education. And so right now we're not really like, I don't want to say stressing, but we're not really doing any wedding planning right now. Because we're both in school and he wants to wait till he's out of school, you know, has a steady job, you know, steady income flow and all things like that. And so, you know, I don't have a problem with that. That's not a, you know, anything red flag, you know, nothing like that for me, because, you know, I kind of agree, you know, we need to not now. I'm just saying that now isn't really the time. We're not in the right space to, you know, just be in like a major rush to get married. But that's our plan for now. We're just saving our money and you know, making sure we keeping up with schooling, taking care of our son and everything like that. But as far as when we will like start wedding planning, that probably won't be until like maybe the end of the year, maybe like, you know, the end of this year, maybe the beginning of next year, to plan for like a wedding the end of next year, maybe, you know, or sometime, you know, sometime around that time, because he's going to be graduating the beginning of next year. So, you know, we're just taking things easy, you know, relaxing, enjoying the moment, enjoying the time that we have now. And so that's our plans. I don't even like, honestly, I haven't even thought about like what kind of wedding I want to have, like what colors, you know, maybe a theme, all that kind of stuff. Like I literally have not thought about any of that. And he keeps telling me, you know, get my mom, my sister, and we go like I'll look for wedding dresses, like not to just pick something, but to kind of get an idea of what I would like to have for a wedding dress. But like I'm just relaxing right now, you know, just enjoying the moment, enjoying being a fiance, enjoying being engaged and everything like that. So that's what I've been doing. As far as how I feel being engaged, I don't think I really feel that different. We had a very close relationship, and so, you know, every relationship has their bumps and everything, and so we've been going through, but we're still, you know, pretty close, still standing strong. Yeah, we don't have any like, you know, like issues that it's gonna be like, oh, I'm calling it all off or anything like that. No, nothing like that. I don't really feel different. A lot of people that know me say that I'm like always so very nonchalant, and I'm like, I really am. I get it from my grandfather because he's the exact, we're like literally the exact same way. Like he's like, and I'm like, and so, you know, I guess that's a good thing and a bad thing sometimes. But as far as this, you know, new season, new stage of my life, like I'm not really feeling that much of a difference. Just kind of, you know, going with the flow. For this video, hope you guys like this video. Make sure you comment down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notifications bell so you get a notification every time I post a new video. Okay guys,